The retro video game hobby's reaction to graded video games and consoles makes absolutely no sense to me, and it never will. And anybody who's against graded video games in this hobby has absolutely no idea what they're talking about and is completely uneducated. Let's talk about a comment I got today, which I thought was very interesting. I just had my Halo 3 console signed by Steve Downs and Jen Taylor. It is graded as an 85 plus from VGA. I got a comment saying grading games and consoles is a dumb fucking decision, and it only exists to artificially inflate and introduce a market that had no business existing. People who grade games are the equivalent of people who scalp Pokemon cards, literally just trying to put something in a case and saying it's worth more. This is a really interesting comment where no good points were made whatsoever. And grading consoles is not dumb, and it absolutely is a thing that should exist in this hobby, because the whole idea of collecting something is preserving it and giving it a home for future generations to enjoy. Nobody wants to collect something to destroy it. Now, you can collect video games and you can play them as complete in box or loose cartridges or whatever, and that is one side of the hobby. And I think that that's a great thing to do. I have $12,000 of complete in-box games. I have almost 300 complete in-box games, and my entire basement is dedicated to having a CRT TV set up so that I can play said games. So I am a real person that enjoys the retro video game world. But I also collect sealed consoles. There is no reason that you wouldn't want to preserve something that was made to be opened, because now there is no examples of it sealed. Every Halo 3 console, essentially, almost every single one, got opened. This came out in the height of the recession, and it was something that nobody was going to spend $500 on at Kmart just so that it could be in a closet and stay sealed for 20 years. So the idea that this console is sealed, that's the significance. One of the most significant games in video game history is now has a console tied to it, and that console was so popular that everybody played it, and it's now still sealed 20 years later, graded, verified, and signed now. That's something that is a one of one. It's extremely hard to come by. And if you don't understand why you would preserve such a thing, I don't think you're a video game fan. I just don't understand how you could enjoy the Halo 3 stuff and whatever, and then just be like, I don't see the value in preserving this at all. It has to be opened, even though there's 100,000 or a million other examples of that game, or 10 million other examples of that game. You can't go out and buy another complete in-box version of that game. You have to physically open that specific game right there.